Yo, what's up, Facebook people? For those of you that know me, my name's Lance. For those that don't know me, my name's Lance. Oh, somebody's ringing in. Oh, probably because I've listened to about an hour or so. But I just wanted to stream a little bit because I got to get used to doing this. I built this cool room and got a lot of money invested. And I need to stream. I want to make it perfect. The problem is, it's not going to be perfect. But let me just show you what I want to do today. I'm going to go through. This is a great chat. This is great for musicians. I'm all about building tone. I play with sound all day long, and it's never. Once again, it's like streaming. Never going to be perfect. But here's the coolest thing. I'm combining AC/DC, Malcolm Young, and Angus Young tone, the greatest tone in the world, guitar tone, with Eddie Van Halen's tone, the greatest tone in the world. Two of the greatest tones in the world, in my opinion. But here's my board. Am I looking at the camera? So that's the board, and this is the messy live stream room, and that's me. I think this is the camera. And here's another angle of the room. I don't even know if you can hear me. Probably not. I'm going to go into the other mic. So let me see. Yeah, here we go. So I got a mic set up over here. I'm in the room. It looks gigantic. I can't wait to start having my band playing here. Speaking of band, I'm looking for all different types of musicians to come in and play with. It's been 3 years since I've actually played, even I think even rehearsed. I haven't sang in 3 years since the shutdown. Only because we built we built a venue at the marketplace, and during the shutdown, a guy singer moves in and they tell us we have to move. So what better time to have to move? But I don't want to really get into that too much. It just kind of sucked all the way around. They tell us when the country reopened, our venue held 600 people. All along they're telling us to move. And then when the country reopened, they tell us, oh no, you can resume business. I wish I was over by I would like to say something, but I don't want to curse or even have bad feelings about it all. You know, in the midst of it all, I decided to get out of there because it was just, we weren't gonna be able to do business with them people. So, but the cool thing is, during a shutdown, I got a grant from Google for $10,000 a month. But what I really want to do is show you my board, which is about music. Music is so much cooler than the business, but music business is cool too. I'm talking about dirty business in Scranton, the marketplace. But I'm gonna switch over to my board, and I'm gonna somehow I can use my phone, but I'm not connected to my my program here that I'm running. It's called Restream. Great program. So much to it, man. There's so much I got to learn, but that's why I'm doing this, because I just got to get working on live streaming. I think I'm going to do 30 live. I'm going to do it consecutively for 30 days starting today, even if it's just shorts. But my Sovtech right here and my Ampeg B12, I'm using the Sovtech for that AC/DC tone because I had it modded to an 800 lead Marshall, and then I had it remodded. I put a Master Volume in the back of it, and now it's like a JCM, Jim Marshall product. It's got tone, bass, volume, and treble volume. So it's really like a JCM. So that's my AC/DC tone. And then my Ampeg, I have it set up for the Van Halen tone, which is basically the 5150 gain pedal. Creating Eddie's tone is almost impossible. I've come close. I do very well with processors, but not so much with pedals. And so I figured, why not try? I don't know if anybody has done this, or if you know anybody has created this tone, Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen tone, and the Angus Young tone, Malcolm Young. Let me know. Put something in the descriptions. I think I'm streaming, but anyway. So here's to my board. I'm just going to move the microphone over to me a little bit. So the main ingredient, the special sauce for the AC/DC tone, is basically the amp, the Sovtek with the Master Volume. It's the JCM, but the other special sauce is the 1978 MXR Distortion Plus. I had it modded. They didn't have you couldn't plug them into DC in 78. So I had it plugged in. I made it so you can plug it into 9-volt. And then I had a light put on it. and when I was having that done, the guy's like, do you really want to do that? It's going to decrease the value. I'm like, well, either I'm going to go before the pedal or the pedal's going to go before me. I'll never get rid of it. And then some compression, which I think Malcolm used compression. Once again, if I'm wrong, let me know. I believe they just ran through Marshalls. And then, but I like the compression. Compression just brings out those solos, the notes longer, and it creates all the notes are at this. To make a long story short, it makes it easier for me to play. I'm very lazy, and I don't want to work really hard, so that does the work for me. And then a little bit of delay, very little. I haven't got it rigged up yet, and I'm going to do another video on it once I fire it up. I've been working on this board for probably 2 years. And then over here is a switcher. It's an AB box, and you want to be really careful when you purchasing an AB box. You want to make sure that one that has the polarity and the both speakers are going like this. You don't want that. You want this. There we go. That's what you want. You want both speakers going in the same direction. And then the tuner, TC Helicon, I'm a big fan of. And as you can probably tell, I'm a big fan of MXR and Eddie Van Halen. I mean, this is the coolest thing. I just purchased this pedal. It's a 2015, and it came from Texas. And it was cheaper than all the other ones, which is funny because 2015 is when Eddie came out with his pedal. And to me, it's one of the greatest pedals in the world. You plug this thing in, and any amp is going to sound good. The Spark TC Helicon Boost, best boost on the market, in my opinion. I'm sure there's great ones out there. If there's any other great boost out there that people like, let me know in the descriptions. And that's an MXR boost too, but it's actually, it has a, it uses the same frequency as the tape delay. So I got it. I like it, but it's overkill. I love stacking distortion pedals, but I just wanted to stay as close as possible to the AC/DC tone as possible without too much. I actually have the the Ibanez Tube Screamer. So if you're looking to do Van Halen, that's a good one. That's a good pedal to use. He didn't really use, well, distortion and sustain, gain, all that stuff is basically all the same. But the Tube Screamer, if you're looking for the Dimebag tone, it's not it. And I'm not looking for Dimebag tone. I'm looking for Van Halen meets AC/DC tone. And I can't wait to fire up and get it going because I've been changing pedals, switching things around, and just trying every possible different way to get this to work. And I'm excited to, hopefully, I might have gotten it straight. So these two pedals I'm not using. This is my TC Helicon vocal processor. I don't process my voice. I use it for if I'm not going out to play live. I don't depend on the sound man because there's nothing worse than having a bad sound man messing up my vocals. I know what I want and it comes out of there. So I am responsible for my own tone and my I'll leave the reverb and the basically reverb up to the sound man. They can't mess that up too much. So as Bon just said, thank you very much and God bless. I'm out of here. See you guys soon.